making plans for Nigel.
Whilst a storm is blowing here in Norfolk, I thought I would share a thought with you, a thought about electric vehicles. And it comes from my brother. Yep, hi Paul, if you're watching, you say you often do. Your comment the other day saying that electric cars are boring. I want, as a priority, a car that looks good. It made me think really that our perceptions of cars are changing. I remember looking at a Nissan Leaf when they first came out thinking, what an ugly car. Now, I'm really sorry to those people that have Nissan Leafs and love them. I completely understand why you do. But if we look objectively at electric cars, many of them really are boring and not particularly inspiring in the looks department. I mean, you look at an e-Niro, an MG ZS, the Kona Electric, the Ioniq, the e-Soul, the Zoe, even the e-Golf. They're not exactly exciting, sporty versions of what they could be. They're more sensible, more ordinary, plain, fitting, family-looking cars. Now that's brilliant. That's what a lot of people actually want in a car. They don't want anything exciting necessarily. But I look at an Ioniq and I see objectively not a very attractive car. It looks a bit like a rep car, and I think I've said that before in another video. But I absolutely love the car. And the same goes for the Kona Electric. I think it looks more attractive than many other electric cars on the market. But when I bought it, I wasn't in love with the looks of the car. It was more the technology and what it actually provided as an electric car. And its electric car credentials were more important to me than the looks of the car. But the car has grown on me. The lines have grown on me. It is appealing in its small details. But as an overall car, when you stand back and look at it, it's more attractive than some. But it's not particularly brilliant. I've looked in the Hyundai showroom before, and just on the Hyundai level, the fastback i30 that they have is a much more beautifully shaped car. I mean, it's still not a stunner, it's still not brilliantly attractive, but it's way better than the Kona. So what are we doing with these cars? You know, we've got these more ordinary looking, dull looking electric cars, but when are we going to have the exciting cars that are going to stimulate the, I don't know, the boy racers? Well, for my brother, yep, boy racer, that's him. Now I can hear you screaming at this video screen that what about Tesla? They look beautiful. What about the I-Pace? They look fantastic. And yes, the I-Pace is definitely, I think, the most beautiful looking electric car for sale at the moment. The Teslas, they all look the same, and yes, it's nice because it's almost a symbolism of that style, that look, that front end is what a Tesla is, and people want the iconic Tesla badge. They want to be associated with the brand. So that's okay, but to me, I think Tesla's looking old now. They've been doing that same look and same style for quite a while, and I think he's got to mix it up and do something a little bit more exciting now. Now, yes, the Cybertruck, yeah, that's definitely something different, isn't it? Whether that would work in European streets, that sort of look, I'm not quite sure. But we don't really have the sophistication of a beautiful BMW or Audi or Mercedes, and I'm not saying that those cars are beautiful, because to be honest, I really don't like the look of hardly any of the BMWs at the moment. They've gone well downhill of late in the looks department. But some of the cars look really, really attractive, some of the German manufactured cars, and it's just the quality, the shape of the lines. They look prestige, they look worth the money, and that's where I think electric cars are letting themselves down, because we look at them, and yes, electric car credential wise, they're great cars. I wouldn't necessarily say they're great value for money, because it's very easy to look at the massive price difference to the petrol equivalent. The prestige that you get for the price tag, which is a prestige price tag, doesn't quite match, and there is a gap in the market, and the only car that I can see that looks like it's starting to fill that gap is the Volvo stroke Polestar. I like something with some lines and shape that I can appreciate. And it doesn't necessarily have to be sporty, it doesn't necessarily have to be coupe-ish or streamlined. It just has to be attractive as an object itself. And the only car that I can see that I could say has that quality, that's coming up soon, is the Polestar 2. And maybe the Honda E, but the Honda E is so Marmite, I guess, as in, you like its retro looks, but the EV credentials just aren't really there. So would you go for the tried and tested look of the Mini, which is an attractive looking car, but again the EV credentials are a little bit old and out of date with just older i3 technology in it. There's something missing in the market, and it is, I think, in Hyundai terms, it's the N brand. Where's an N Ioniq or an N Kona Electric? Where is the R version of the Volkswagen ID? I mean, we haven't even got a Volkswagen ID, and when we actually see it on the street, that'll be a grand day. But we need a prestige look to the car as well to attract the people that just want attractive cars. And yes, we need a car for everyone, don't we? We need the family cars, we need the city cars, we need some sporty cars, we need all the variety of cars. If EVs are taking off at the luxury end, which they are at the moment because of the price tags, then to me it just makes sense that we need some more attractive cars. What do you think is the most attractive electric car out there? Are looks important to you? A lot of people I know will just want a car that goes to A to B, gets the kids to school. So there you go, just thought I'd share that today, that are electric cars beautiful? Or are they just beautiful in our rose-tinted glasses because we love electric cars? What do you think of the Kona Electric? Is it a dog? What car do you have? And why did you buy it? Do you think it looks good? Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoy this thought for the day on a terrible stormy day. It's about to rain here, so we've just had 50, 60 mile an hour gusts. The trees are shaking all over the place, and we're now about to get soaked as well. The good news, it's going to wash the solar panels. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you again soon. Bye-bye for now.